up on Fulton today, justice and community leaders get an early look at a new court in South Fulton. And how did the county make out in the 2013 Georgia legislative session? We'll have a wrap-up. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. Residents who live and work along Fulton Industrial Boulevard get their first look at a program that could turn that area around. It's called Community Court. FGTV's correspondent Tiffany Harlow has our story.
District Attorney Paul Howard unveiled plans for Community Court to justice partners, law enforcement, civic and business leaders along Fulton Industrial Boulevard. The boulevard is home to one of the largest industrial areas in the southwest United States. Although crime has been a major deterrent to growth of the area, the district attorney hopes Community Court can turn things around.
And a couple of years ago, I had a chance to meet with the CID president. They took me to lunch and they asked me whether or not we could do something about it. And we made a commitment that we would work together, the Fulton County criminal justice system, to try to turn around what's going on Fulton Industrial Boulevard and the surrounding community.
Community courts go further than the traditional criminal justice model by offering a wide range of community and rehabilitative services. The goal is to slow down recidivism while also providing avenues toward rehabilitation.
With this particular court, it will involve social service programs. It will also involve community service where the participants are actually going back into the community, giving back to the community. And we're hoping that community service aspect of it will also kind of enlighten them along another career path, something they may be interested in. So it's not just they're out there doing community service, but they are also out there, you know, if somebody says, hey, I'm really interested in being a chef, can we partner with them with one of the local bakeries that are out here?
Fulton's Community Court would combine appropriate sentencing for repeat offenders with holistic services such as treatment and job training.
Fulton Industrial Boulevard has a CID, a Community Improvement District, comprised of businesses on the corridor. We hope to use those businesses for job training, employment purposes for the community court users.
The architect has drawn up plans for the court, construction is underway, and 2 judges have already signed up to sit on the bench at the court 1 to 2 days a week. Located next to the South Fulton Service Center, there is on-site parking and a bus stop right outside the court facility, creating better access to and for the community it serves. The court is slated to open in mid-July. Community Court is the first step towards recasting this street in a better light. On Fulton Industrial Boulevard, I'm Tiffany Harlow reporting for FGTV.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office has a warning for people doing business in the courthouse. Know what you can and cannot bring into the building. Deputies have confiscated a number of weapons since the year began. Just last month, 3 guns were seized at the courthouse x-ray machines. 2 were found in women's purses on the same day. One, a loaded pink 9mm Glock. The other, a black and silver 9 Taurus. Another small black gun was confiscated the very next week. Now, signs are clearly posted throughout the courthouse entrance about what cannot be brought into the building.
Well, the bottom line is we stress safety and security over any convenience. We want the citizens to come in and conduct their business. We want the employees to come in and conduct their business as well. But we stress here with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office safety and security. And we don't particularly care about the inconvenience part, because if we can get you into this complex to conduct your business and out safely, then we're doing our job.
So far this year, 7 weapons have been confiscated from citizens entering the building. Sheriff officials say they are glad their system is working. Inmates at the county jail take the first steps towards getting their lives back on track. These are the latest graduates of the Sheriff's Office educational and vocational programs. 7 men graduated from the culinary arts program. This certification gives them basic knowledge of food preparation, meal planning, and safety guidelines.
I had to learn how to change as far as my attitude was concerned, my thinking ability, my behavior, most of all. Thinking on a level where as far as being productive.
4 inmates were honored for having earned their GED and 2 others for completing adult basic education. 6 inmates were recognized for transforming their lives in a more positive direction through the New Beginnings class.
We believe programs are very important. We talk to the inmates. A lot of them lack educational skills and other skills, and we feel for them to be productive, we have to do the best we can to do some rehabilitation. Otherwise, they come back here. We have an 82% recidivism rate.
Food served at the graduation ceremony was prepared by graduates of the Culinary Arts program. Well, the 2013 General Assembly session is over, but not before lawmakers passed a number of bills impacting Fulton County. FGTV's Annalise Baker has the story now on those bills that passed and those that didn't. Annalise?
Over a dozen bills passed this legislative session. Some of the bills include redrawing county commission lines and changing the status of new county employees. It was a busy legislative session for Georgia lawmakers and an equally busy one for Fulton County Board of Commissioners. As the session began, Fulton's board opposed several bills that greatly impacted the county. Bills that also concerned a number of residents.
You commissioners have served us well, and we trust that you will continue to do so by nixing these 3 bills.
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, I stand before you with members of the Fairburn City Council to express our dire concern as pertains to House Bill 541.
After the 40 days wrapped up at the Capitol, the county's legislative liaison briefed the board on all final actions. Among the bills that passed is House Bill 171. This legislation redraws county commission lines and adds more representation to North Fulton and staggers commissioner election cycles. House Bill 594 allows new county employees to be terminated without probable cause or warning, all except for the public safety employees. House Bill 541, which would have doubled the homestead exemption to $60,000 and created a $48 million deficit, passed in the House but stalled in the Senate.
So that you know, bills that have not passed remain active for consideration in the next session. Bills that have passed one chamber need only to pass the other in the 2014 legislative session if they are unamended.
Though the session is closed until next year, commissioners will continue to fight against legislation that will negatively impact the county as they realize that some of the same bills will be back next year. Now residents can find more information about the bills online. Just log on to www.legis.ga.gov. Reporting from the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, I'm Annalise Baker for FGTV.
Thank you very much, Annalise. Meanwhile, free help is still available for those last-minute tax filers. The deadline to file your 2012 income taxes is next week, and trained volunteers from the AARP are offering free assistance at certain branches.
It's busy, but we definitely have enough people on site to help anyone who is still in need for them to meet the April 15th deadline.
It's relatively prompt. The people were nice to me. They helped me in any way they could, and I was appreciative of it. It was what was necessary. It was something that I was putting off, and without it, I don't know if I would have got it done.
There is no income limitation, and the service is available to everyone. However, low and moderate income taxpayers, especially those 60 and older, are given priority. Now, don't forget to bring all the necessary forms and other documents needed for itemized deductions. Times and dates vary at each location, so you should check ahead to make sure your library is offering the service. The AARP Tax Aid program has helped more than 50 million taxpayers over the last 43 years. And still to come, the county takes part in an anniversary of a program to keep kids safe. It's a part of our district-by-district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Welcome back, everybody. In this week's district-by-district coverage, we are preparing people to enter the workplace and celebrating 20 years of keeping kids safe.
We begin in District 1 with Chairman John Eves as he speaks to women of excellent scholars about their responsibility as Spelman College students. The group completed a 7-week program focused on developing leadership skills.
They have selected 32 outstanding students as future leaders, not only at Spelman but also in the community. and they've been going through this course of study, and they have a culminating activity tonight. That's their graduation, and I have the great honor of being the graduation speaker.
The Women of Excellence series is open to Spelman College juniors and seniors. Participants receive professional training and are exposed to both local and national community leaders. In District 3, Commissioner Liz Hausman joins Comcast and Fulton County school officials to promote reading with elementary school children. Comcast donated more than $2,500 worth of Spanish-American books to Lake Forest Elementary School in Sandy Springs.
Lake Forest, there's a high population of Spanish-speaking students, and so Comcast married the English and the Spanish language together in these books to encourage the students to read at least 20 minutes a day.
The children were excited to get the new books. Some will stay at the school, and the others they will take home.
Many of the children at this school don't have books at home. This may be the only book they own. We hope it will be the first of many, and that the exposure to these books will give them a lifelong interest in learning to read and reading.
A Comcast official said this partnership took a year to form, and there are plans to continue the initiative.
Comcast is one of the biggest distributor of Hispanic content video in the U.S. So as part of our relationship with these Hispanic content providers, it's how do we can increase the value of perception of the brand, and how do we can provide more value to our customer and to the communities that we serve. So we went back to these providers of content, and they have relationship with publishers around the U.S.
According to childtrendsdatabank.org, children that are read to constantly have a larger vocabulary, letter name, and sound awareness, and better success at deciphering words. In District 5, the Men of Distinction at the Harry G. Darnell Multipurpose Facility celebrate their one-year anniversary. The men are a part of the HGD Adult Day program. They contribute their wisdom and life experiences to the center and its participants.
We congratulate you on your many achievements and the unique contribution which you make, not only to the program, but to your families and to the community.
The Men of Distinction took time to talk about what this honor means to them.
It helps to build your esteem. It helps in your development. It gives you a lot of good reasons why you are a man of distinction.
Some of the members refer to many of the HGD activities as a form of therapy.
It gives us an opportunity to mingle with people of distinction, of course, and of your own peer groups and your own age. We all have our own different problems. We can share our experiences. It's a wonderful time of expression.
To find out more information about the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility and the activities they offer, call 404-699-8580. In District 6, the Oak Hill Family, Child, and Adolescent Center is not only a medical facility, it is the location for workforce preparation and job placement. The Fulton County Workforce Investment Board held their first quarterly meeting at the center last month. The group includes people from several different departments like workforce development, vocational rehab, and the Georgia Department of Labor. Commissioner Garner calls the group a definite asset to the community.
With this Workforce Investment Act, there is an opportunity for us to train people who need to turn around their skills, upgrade their skills for those who are unemployable. I think we have to look at this facility as a comprehensive approach to creating quality citizens and healthy communities.
The Workforce Investment Board focuses on developing programs that support a skilled workforce. And finally, in District 7, Commissioner William Bill Edwards joins the Safe Kids Fulton County Coalition in celebrating 20 years of service to the community. The nonprofit group educates the public about preventing common injuries in children.
We're all about preventing accidental injury, which happens to be the #1 cause of death for children 14 and under. Most people don't know that, but it's actually more than all diseases combined.
This is an honorable mission, and they do it very well. We have been partnering with them for several years through our Health and Wellness Department under the direction of Dr. Harris. So we're just recommitting ourselves today to say that we want to make sure that kids, when they're riding bicycles, when they're in cars, whatever their activities, that they don't suffer from unintentional accidents that could have been prevented.
The Safe Kids group develops community programs like health fairs and car seat checks to prevent and ultimately eliminate injuries and deaths. With this week's district by district coverage, I'm Darrell Peak.
Thank you very much. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with a rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And when we come back, helping to prevent food contamination, we'll explain.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
Well, calling all runners and walkers, the race for the cure to defeat breast cancer is the focus of this week's Common Ground report. The county is putting together a team. Here now to tell us all about it is Deborah DeWitt. She is the nursing supervisor with the Women's Health Services Division. Welcome back to Fulton Today.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Well, this one, of course, is put on by the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Talk to us about the enthusiasm about the county supporting this event.
Over the years, Susan G. Komen has generously supported the Women's Health Program to provide screening mammograms and diagnostic services, which have eventually led to women being diagnosed with breast cancer at an early stage. So their support has made a positive difference in the women of Fulton County. So we want to support them with their events.
And the Fulton County sponsored team are the Fulton Falcons. Talk to us about putting that team together.
Yes, the Fulton Falcon consists of Fulton County employees and people that live within Fulton County coming together to raise at least a minimum of $1,000 to support Susan G. Komen cause. We named it the Fulton Falcons after our Atlanta Falcons football team, in which we love so much. But the purpose is to raise at least $1,000 to contribute to the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
And a couple of housekeeping issues. When and where does the race take place, and what do people have to do to participate?
Well, the race will take place May the 11th at Atlantic Station. Now, there is a registration fee for the race. For adults, the registration fee is $30, and for children 12 and under, the registration fee is $20.
And Deborah, can you speak now about the toll that breast cancer takes on women?
Breast cancer in the state of Georgia, we're estimating approximately 5,800 women will actually be diagnosed with breast cancer this year. And out of that, we're estimating over 1,000 women will actually die from the disease. In the U.S. alone, over 39,000 women actually die from breast cancer every year. But due to early detection, the rate of breast cancer in women under the age of 50 have drastically decreased as a result of early detection. So we're fighting to screen women as early as possible so that we can decrease the death rate of breast cancer.
Deborah DeWitt, always great to see you, and good luck with the team.
Thank you, Shania, and thank you for having me again today.
Now, here's how to sign up for the Susan G. Komen Foundation Race for the Cure. It's being held Saturday, May 11th on 17th Street near Atlantic Station beginning at 7:45 a.m. Register to take part at ComenAtlanta.org. Again, the registration fee is $30 for adults and $20 for children 12 and under. The county's environmental health planners are producing an online video to help the public learn how to safely handle food. The team seen here during the production received a grant by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to develop the teaching tool. The USDA is working with local governments to implement the Food Safety Modernization Act, a law signed by President Obama in January of 2011. The goal of the law is to prevent rather than just respond to food contamination after the fact.
One of the things that we're focusing on is food safety training. So this grant allows us to provide more advanced training for our food service inspectors, and the video will give us an opportunity to provide educational training to the food industry.
And that's where the county's resource, FGTV, comes in. Instructional videos can cost many thousands of dollars. However, our staff is working with environmental services so that instead of one video, they can produce an entire series on food safety. We'll let you know when the first video is posted on the county's website. And once again, Fulton County does its part to save lives. Fulton employees once again rolled up their sleeves to donate blood. This was the first Red Cross blood drive of the year in the Government Center atrium. Fulton employees contribute here 4 times a year. Red Cross officials say the goal was to collect 75 pints because the need for blood is always there.
It is very important for everyone to be educated in giving blood because you never know when you're going to need it. And blood is needed all the time. We have cancer patients, we have people out there that is depending on it with leukemia and sickle cell most of all. It's safe and 10-15 minutes out of your time or even up to 45 minutes, it's really a good thing to do.
87 pints were collected. The next blood drive takes place this summer. If you'd like to donate, go online to redcrossblood.org to find a location or just call the Red Cross at 404-876-3302. You can also help the organization by becoming a volunteer or even hosting a blood drive. And still to come, exploring different yet equally exciting forms of dance. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Well, a group in North Fulton is dancing their way to better health. Every Tuesday, some 20 women and men join Miss Chen's line dancing class at the Northeast Spruce Oaks Library. She teaches Western line dancing. No matter your musical preferences, Miss Chen has only one request for people who want to join her class.
My only request is keep moving. Even you screw up, that's fine. Nobody will look at you or nobody will compete you. All you need to do is exercise and have fun.
And everyone who attends her class has done just that.
I love the line dance because it's fun. Great music and the step is not hard.
Again, line dancing is every Tuesday at the Northeast Spruce Oaks Library. For more information about this class and other exercise classes at any of the libraries, log on to afpls.org. Meanwhile, another group is dancing to the beat of a different drum. The African jungle comes to life in Bal Ethnic's dance company's signature production, Leopard Tale. Leopard Tale tells the story of a leopard's survival in the wild through dance, music, and over 150 ballerinas.
And I think our unique blend of the cultures of European and African is what makes us unique, because we have that blend of diversity and we are able to meld it pretty seamlessly.
The Bal Ethnic Dance Company received some funding from the Development Authority of Fulton County. Funding helps Bal Ethnic staff teach ballet to children and adults through classes and summer programs. Now, to learn more about the Bal Ethnic classes and upcoming productions, you can visit the website right there on your screen. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs right here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey or email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address, fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV, friend us on Facebook, and watch us on YouTube. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.